We're coming towards the end of Season 2, and we have an almighty opportunity to get top 4 in our second season. But first, potentially a massive game for us today. Napoli in 5th, Milan in 4th. We need to win. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 17 of the AC Milan Awake the Sleeping Giant. And the Giant might just be starting to slumber out of bed. It's not fully awake, it's sliding itself out of bed, slowly getting its trousers off while half asleep. We're very close to be fully awake, and being the ultimate Milan, the ultimate Italian team. But first, we need to get through one of our 4 obstacles before the end of season, starting with Napoli. So as you can see from our schedule, we've got 4 games to go. First one being against Napoli, and we've got Roma, Sassuolo and Torino. What I'm going to do is we're going to have another episode tomorrow, which will be the Torino game, because I feel like this end of year isn't going to be wrapped up until the final game of the season. So it'll be end of season drama. It'll be better than EastEnders, Coronation Street and Hollyoaks all combined. You know what we'll call ourselves? Milan Street. We were the Milan boys. Now we're the Milan Street. And that's not great, is it? I sound like chocolates. Milan Street. We're better than Celebrations and Quality Street. We're Milan Street. But since the last episode, which was the heartbreaking and, quite frankly, disturbing defeat against Red Star Belgrade after they scored 91st minute, and I was not happy, put it that way. I was absolutely fuming. But since then, we played a lot of games, and thankfully, we've been able to go on the quite the run. But after the last game, we did play against Juventus, also known as the Zebras, where we haven't actually beat Juventus yet in this entire save. We haven't beat them at all. We've played them 4 times, lost every single time. So they are the boss at the moment. And we did lose 2-1 at home. I feel like we gave a better display against these lot than what we have in the past few years. I'll say few years, it's been 2 years. Past 2 years, I think this might be the first goal we've scored against them as well. And potentially the only game against Juventus where we haven't conceded more than 4. So, look on the positives. We scored 1, we still lost, but we conceded less than 4. So, positives everywhere. No, but Juventus were definitely the better side in this game. We're just not up to their standard yet. Like, when they've got the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Alexandro, and, who else have they got? Luis Suarez. Is that the Luis Suarez? I think we are. Look, we haven't. Matlis De Ligt. Benacer, they've got a ridiculous side and we can't compete with that yet. So hopefully this year or next, well, it'll be next year, that we'll be able to get some signings in and compete for that. But since that game, we've gone on quite the run. Currently unbeaten in 5 against teams that you'd probably expect us to win against. But the first game after the Juventus was away at Sampdoria, and Sampdoria are in 9th, so this was never going to be an easy game by any means. Thankfully, we were able to beat them 2-1 with a dominant display from the Milan boys, with Belotti and David. I think it's David, I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments if it's David or David. I don't know how you'd be able to tell me. But David Neres and Belotti getting themselves on the score sheet against a tactic that I don't actually think we've come across yet on this save. They did score very early on. Gabbiadini, I feel like he's quite old, right? 30 years old. He was still a really good player by Serie A standards. They managed to put themselves in the lead after a minute, and then Belotti and David Neres managed to pull the game back and get us a very important win against Sampdoria, who arguably is the toughest game out of these 5 games that we did play. Because I think every single team here is in the bottom 5, I think. So we were very fortunate to essentially be able to play some very poor sides. We then, straight after that, had a 2-0 win against Frosinone. which Belotti once again got himself on the score sheet, and Belotti once again has been playing very, very well, scoring, how many goals he scored? He scored 14 and 17 for us so far this year, and 20 million well spent, weakening our opposition as well, obviously Torino. He got himself a goal, Corona got himself a goal, and Corona actually had an offside goal as well, which it could have been a 3-0 demolition job if Corona kept himself onside. But once again, another dominance display by the boys. Bare expected goals, shots and on target. And our side is coming together a little bit late in the season, but, you know, better late than never. So we then had Cagliari, who are currently sitting in 10th. So this was actually a tougher game than I thought originally. And it's the same guy. You all know who gets on the score sheet nowadays around here. Not Zlatan. No. Andrea Belotti, and oh my god, them stats. I forgot how dominant Cagliari were against us. We FM'd Cagliari. Normally it's us getting FM. No. I mean, last episode we definitely got FM'd. But this game we FM'd Cagliari. They had an incredible expected goals and shots. We had 3 shots, 0.28 expected goals. And we should not have won this. But thankfully, Belotti managed to get himself a goal 9 minutes from time, and we just parked the bus. Like, we must have just parked the bus, parked the double-decker, parked the tank, parked all the military vehicles and, you know, strong vehicles in the world, and just park in front of the goal. After that, we had a 4-0, once again, demolition job against Benevento, who are a very poor side in this league. I think they're actually on par to get themselves relegated, I believe. They are 18th currently, with a 2-goal difference from 18th to 17th. So it looks like it is going to be Frosinone and Benevento and Spal that are getting relegated. Obviously, we played 2 of them in the past 4 games. But thankfully, we were able... This was a potential banana skin for our side. Belotti scored 4, you know, as you do. Belotti put them completely to the sword with 4 goals. A really, really good result, as I said, against a potential banana skin here. We could have easily got really complacent, let Benevento score, and then just let them park the bus, because Benevento would have been up for this game. Obviously, they are desperate for results at the moment, but thankfully, Belotti got himself 4, and obviously that makes his stats look a lot better than what they should be, potentially. But then again, Belotti scoring for us. He scored more in 17 than Ibra did entirety of last year, I think. So it's good to see that our striker is scoring goals. And then the final game was against Salernitana, who are currently in 17th. So another relegation threatened side. And this was an away game, 2-2. And I talked about how good we played in the last game. We did not play well at all in this game. Belotti saving our skin in the 94th minute after we initially went 2-0 up, through Juric and Fredriksson, 4th and 34th minute. But then we scored straight after half time, and we managed to get another goal in the 94th minute to save ourselves a point and save ourselves a humiliating defeat. But that away result against the side we should be beating really closed the gap between Napoli and us. You know, if we had won that, we'd be 4 points clear. And if we beat Napoli today, we could potentially mathematically secure... no, we wouldn't have been able to, but obviously it would have made it very, very likely we would have secured top 4. And, well, we have secured Euro Cup 2, I think. We have already, but that's not what we're aiming for today. And obviously, Napoli are a very strong side. I think who's their strike partner? So they have Mariano from Madrid. He's from Madrid, right? He is from Madrid. So they bought him for 9 million. They obviously have the likes of Koulibaly, who looks like he might not be playing. He's currently injured, so that's massive for us. Mertens is obviously really, really good. They have Lozano, Fabian, obviously a really good centre mid as well. Mario Rui, Alex Mera. I think he used to be a pretty good wonder kid back in the old FMs. See if we can, show him why he's not a wonder kid anymore by scoring 7 against him. Probably not going to happen, but we can live and hope. Right. Are we struggling for injuries? Yes. Our best midfielder is out. Fantastic. This is exactly what you want. And I don't have anyone to replace him. that is a good start to proceedings, isn't it? We're going to have to put Benica in the centre mid role, and I think we're going to have to play... Castillo, who arguably isn't a terrible player to have in the middle because he has performed relatively well when called upon. I think we had to play him in the Euro Cup in the centre mid role, and he played pretty well. Obviously, we don't need to go through the side. You know who it involves. Gabbia is at centre back. That's because Christensen is injured. So we arguably might have one of our centre backs out for the rest of the year. 7 days to 2 weeks. So he's probably going to miss this game and the next game. So I think this is the side we're going to go with. Very, very familiar. I say this a lot about games, right? But we can, almost certainly guarantee top four here, beating Milan. And, Milan beating Napoli. And Napoli aren't an easy side by any means, but you definitely expect us to put up a good fight, especially at home. And obviously we have Roma after this as well. So if we do lose against Napoli today and we lose against Roma, top four is very unlikely. So it could go from 100 to 0 real quick. And yeah, I don't want to have the heartbreak of being in the Euro Cup. I can't face a Euro Cup 2 again after what happened last time. I just can't deal with it. Emotionally, I can't deal with it. Champions League is arguably going to be worse, but at least then we'll have lots of money to spend, hopefully. So, right, here we go, boys. Get your score predictions in the comments. Don't cheat. I'm watching you. I can see you, honestly. I'm in the tree behind you. Or I'm looking into your window, honestly. See this window? Look behind you. You ready? You're going to see this face. And you're going to be terrified. That's only if you cheat, though. If you do it legitimately, we'll hug together. We'll have a big hug, a big group hug. When, we'll do the whole, woo, Milan, all that stuff. Okay, Luis here not being in the side is going to hurt us a lot. Because obviously he is one of our best midfielders. He's probably the best midfielder, and they are playing a side that they're probably expected. They are playing Ross Barkley, Zanelski, Fabio. They've got a very strong side. I didn't realise how strong their side was when I looked at their squad. Right, here we go, boys. Big game. The stands are not packed up. By the way, hold on. No. The stands were not packed at all there. What is going on? That is disgusting. The Milan supporters clearly don't have faith in their manager. Can't think why. I'm fuming. I love the fans, but that is disgusting. Right, set piece. Early set piece goal. We are loving life. Oh, Belotti, it's the bar. Belotti with a good chance there. I mean, we don't normally score from set pieces. I don't think we've actually scored from set pieces that many, too many times this year. That's going to be defended well. It is Donnarumma. It looks like we are having the better of the game at the start. An early goal certainly wouldn't hurt things here. And Castrovilli, obviously back in the side after a long-term injury. He's definitely free roaming as we've asked him to do. And he goes past this man. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that was all made by Castrovilli there. It's good to see that he's getting back in the swing of things, of creating, and he's popping up in areas, and Napoli are struggling to contain him. But as Omerson is in, no. Oh my God, we are so lucky. We're basically playing bingo. Oh my God, we are. I don't know how that reference works, but we are ridiculously lucky. The danger's still not gone though. Napoli, we managed to clear it. Benica taking it away. Right, that was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced. You can see it properly now. Can we just appreciate how empty them seats are? How? Oh my God, I want to look at the average attendance because that is shocking. There's more empty seats than at the Emirates. Not the Emirates. Not the Emirates. Sorry, Arsenal fans. The Etihad. I meant there's more empty seats than that the Etihad there. Blimey. I mean, that joke would have been a lot more funny if I didn't mess it up initially. I do realise this. Obviously, I'm joking. Castello, Conti, Benica. We're having a lot of chances. Napoli really haven't threatened us, really, other than that counter-attack. And Tecotito, Conti, ball in, Belotti. He's headed it the wrong way. If we get countered because Belotti's headed it the wrong way, that is going to be, quite frankly, upsetting. And it looks like Napoli are going to counter-attack. And it's a good ball in at Omerson. And it's good defending from Gabbia. And it's a big ball over the top. And it doesn't pay off. Fabian. And Omerson is through on goal. What a save from Donnarumma. I thought it was offside initially, but it looks like our left-back kept Napoli onside. Omershin there. Omershin's had 2 good chances. And Ross Barkley. And Omershin with a 3rd good chance there. Thankfully, Donnarumma's able to save. And we do go into half-time with no one in the lead. And, like, don't get me wrong. A draw here isn't bad by any means. It's not bad at all. We will take a draw because at least then they haven't gained any ground on us. But a win, it just is magical. Honestly, Christmas come early if we win this game. Tito, David Neres. Go past your man. He doesn't. He goes back to Costello. And it's a good tackle from Zielski there in that deep line playmaker position. I'm guessing. Lozano. I mean, it's they're risking it there against a side that's very good at pressing, I feel like, on Milan's side is. Lozano, Fabian. Oh, please. Zielski. It's a great ball to Omershin again. Oh, I mean, it's well-deserved from Victor Omershin there. He's had 3 great chances that arguably should have tucked away at least 2 of them. And our defence just falls asleep. Fabian, Zielski, and it's a great ball. And who's this centre-back here? Is it Gabby? It is. Obviously not in his natural position. I don't think. I think he normally plays full-back. And that does put Napoli ahead, which we really can't deal with right now. And I think that puts them ahead in the league as well. Gabia, Benaker. There's lots of chances. This is a good thing for us at this point. David Neres. Please don't hit it. If that had gone in, you can hit the balls all you want. Not like that. That's disgusting. If you're thinking the way you are, disgusting. Right. Manolas. Have they bought Manolas from Roma, or is he a free agent? I'm assuming he was probably a free agent. Lozano. Oh, that's a great tackle from Anderson. It looked like it might have been a pen. VAR potentially getting involved. But Tecatico with a chance to use his pace and counter-attack. It's a great ball to Belotti. He's got to finish this. Of course he does. Andrea Belotti does what Andrea Belotti wants. And he scores it. What a ball and what a counter-attack that was from the Milan boys. Tecatico, Tito and Andrea Belotti linking up. Tecatito goes past 3 Napoli players and it's a great ball. And Belotti's not going to miss from there. It's a calm and composed finish. And that hopefully puts the momentum on our side here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of confidence from that goal to maybe push on. And I'm starting to think whether or not I do some subs. And I don't know if I do because our side is performing relatively well. And 12 minutes from time. Is this a Zlatan time? Is Zlatan going to make himself the hero? I don't even have Zlatan on the bench. Never. Oh, no, I do. Oh, I think it might be, you know. I feel in my heart, I feel like this is Zlatan time. And it's not normally often I say that. And we're going to make Jesus Corona. We're going to replace our attacking line, which some of you might be thinking that's a mistake. But fresh legs on the pitch. And 4 minutes to go. Is there a last-ditch chance? There isn't. And that really keeps the top 4 race wide open. And I am happy. Like, a draw is pretty... Like, it's what the minimum we needed. And we have qualified for the Euro Cup. So, I mean, that opens up top 4 massively. 3 games to go. 2 points separating us and Napoli, and we could finish as far down as 6th here if we're not careful. So it is between Milan, Napoli and Sassuolo for the top 4. And obviously the final game that we're going to come to for the second season in Milan is going to be Andrea Belotti's, Andrea Belotti's return to Torino. And that game is going to be massive. I can already tell it's going to be massive because we've got... Oh my God, we've got Roma Sassuolo. Oh, for God's sake. No, we're coming back for the Sassuolo game. I've decided. Sassuolo is coming 6th. We need to see how we get on. So, yes, Sassuolo 6th, next episode. Tomorrow's episode, make sure you join in. Oh, it's getting juicy. It really is getting juicy now. Tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm actually scared. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm absolutely terrified. No, but thank you all so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's very much appreciated. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Obviously, we're getting close to the 20 episode mark, so I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am, and sweating as much as I am as well after that Napoli game. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye.